Hello students, it's Ms. Mason here, and we are going to learn about the rock cycle today. Because we're rock stars and we love to talk about rocks. And Brutus loves rocks also. Rocks can change to become different types of rocks. Well, the rock cycle just shows that rocks are changing all the time. We are now going to go through the rock cycle visually. So I want you to draw this with me, and you can take a picture of the drawing and post it or attach it to the Google Doc and post it in Google Classroom. We learned about the three types of rocks. We're going to start up here. We're going to write sedimentary rock. So remember, sedimentary rock is made from sediments. Sediments are particles or fragments of rock. Okay, then over here, what you write? Igneous. Igneous rock. And igneous rock, remember, igneous rock is made from cooled off magma or lava, solidified magma or lava. And they're intrusive or extrusive. And then the third type are metamorphic rock. These are made when there's an extreme amount of heat or pressure applied to either sedimentary rock or igneous rock. Now remember, we talked about regional metamorphism and contact metamorphism. And regional is relating to pressure, contact metamorphism is relating to temperature. For example, igneous rock, I'm going to have it's formed from volcanoes. Remember, there's a magma chamber down here. Volcano erupts. The eruption produces lava, and that lava solidifies and hardens very fast and forms extrusive igneous rock. That's an example. Basalt is an example. So the igneous rock then, when it is formed, so when basalt is formed from cooled off lava, if it is exposed to weathering, physical weathering or chemical weathering, it can break down that rock. So for example, the igneous rock basalt is made from cooled off lava. It's an extrusive igneous rock. If it is broken down, broken apart, it's weathered, and then it is eroded, so those sediments that are produced from that basalt get moved to another location, and they're deposited in one place, so they settle, and then they start to compact, press together, and cement, kind of glue together. Then they would form a sedimentary rock. So this rock then, from the volcano, would form sedimentary rock if there's weathering, erosion, deposition. Remember the stages in forming sedimentary rock: compaction and cementation. So if those processes happen to the basalt on the outside of this volcano, then it forms sedimentary rock. If now this sedimentary rock, let's say, is exposed to a lot of heat or a lot of pressure, so for example, it is along convergent boundaries. So the sedimentary rock is along two converging plates. Remember the crash, they're coming together like those bighorn sheep coming together. All that pressure is going to change that rock into metamorphic rock. So this happens when you increase pressure, extreme pressure or temperature. And so two plates come together, an example, be applying a lot of pressure. Now this metamorphic rock, once it is formed and let's say gneiss is an example of metamorphic rock. If it gets heated up even more, because maybe it's next to a magma chamber where it gets heated up to an extreme, it gets melted into magma. So here we have increased even temperature, increase even more. Increase the temperature more. You're going to melt it into magma, which is liquefied mantle. So now that magma, remember the magma, if it's in magma chamber, there's a lot of pressure building up, it needs to release the pressure. It goes out of a volcano and is converted into lava, and that lava solidifies and forms igneous rock. So once it becomes magma, it can be solidified when that magma is cooled off. So when the magma is cooled and solidified, it forms igneous rock. So here we have a relationship. It can go the other way. So if igneous rock is right on in convergent boundary and those plates are colliding, it's going to form metamorphic. And then if that metamorphic rock gets decomposed, degraded due to weathering, physical or chemical weathering, and eroded, deposited, compacted, and cemented, it's going to become sedimentary rock. And then that sedimentary rock, if that's exposed to the heat of a magma, in a magma chamber, for example, it melts and forms igneous, or magma, which would cool off eventually and form igneous rock. This is just showing the cycle of the rocks. Rocks are awesome. Did you ever think rocks would be so fun? I don't think you ever thought understanding and learning about rocks would be this fun. This is so awesome. So it's a cycle. The rocks can go through all these different types. So there's no permanence. There's no sense of being permanent. Things are always changing. That's one thing you can be assured of in life is change. That's one guarantee. Always be change. So even nature's always changing. Even rocks. You thought rocks would be one thing that don't change. Even the rocks change. Okay, so this is the rock cycle. I want you to draw and visualize. Look at the rock cycle, and you're going to submit it on Google Classroom. Here's your rock star. Rock. Gotta get rocking. Gotta get rocking, rock stars. Better get rocking now. This doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. All right, rock on, rock star, love you. The rock cycle just shows that rocks are changing all the time. They can go from one type to another. For example, we have here shale, which is a sedimentary rock, goes into slate, and eventually goes through a few other stages, and it gets to gneiss. And gneiss is a metamorphic rock. Gneiss melts, it becomes igneous rock. So that is really the rock cycle. It's just a cycle showing about the transformation of rock types. Dance, rock cycle. Convergent boundary. Pressure here, high pressure, can form metamorphic rock, right? Metamorphic. Metamorphic rock, like gneiss, it melts to magma, and forms igneous. So it melts and forms igneous. right, so let's go again. We have metamorphic, 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 metamorphic melts and forms igneous. Igneous rock wears away, weathering, erosion, motion, motion, erosion, motion, erosion, motion, erosion, motion, deposition, compaction, cementation, and forms sedimentary rock. So sedimentary rock formed due to weathering, erosion, deposition, compaction, and cementation. All right, so the erosion motion. All right, forms sedimentary rock, sediments. Metamorphic, metamorphic forms, can melt, or magma, form igneous rock, weathered down, erosion motion, erosion motion, erosion motion, erosion motion, forms sedimentary rock. So sedimentary. Sediments. So there you go. I want you to practice those dance moves and another contest coming up next Friday. We got some competition. Watch out for Angelo. See if anybody can beat him. We're going to do the rock cycle dance. Rock cycle dance. Show me your moves. Next Friday, rock stars. I want to see them. Everybody, please participate. Please participate. Get out of your comfort zone. I never ever thought I'd be dancing on a video in my life here. Now this thing's on YouTube. All right, so this is the chance to get out of your comfort zone. Show me your dance moves. Remember, convergent, crash, convergent, crash, convergent, crash. All right, that's in a form with metamorphic rock. All right, metamorphic, it gets nice, it gets hot enough to melt. For igneous rock, gets weathered down, forms erosion, and then deposition, compaction, cementation, and you get the sedimentary slide. So see what you can do. Rock stars, rock on. Love you.